Hello, this is Hank Paulson. The Aspen Economic Strategy Group is releasing its annual policy volume against a backdrop of historic economic and strategic uncertainty. We're seeing the highest inflation in 40 plus years, exacerbated by supply shocks from the pandemic and a tragic Russian war in Ukraine. A strong dollar has put many foreign central banks and emerging economies under stress. Global debt has surged to record heights. The fraught US-China relationship is accelerating the transition to a world of rival economic blocs. And a global energy crisis threatens political upheaval and undermines economic security and progress toward the world's climate goals. The challenge that economic policymakers must now confront is how to create pathways for American businesses and workers to thrive during these global shifts. The Aspen Economic Strategy Group's 2022 policy volume, aptly titled Economic Policy in a More Uncertain World, tackles questions like how the U.S. can innovate future technologies while crucial links to global talent are cut off. Which policies can help or hurt American innovation and competition? What public policy routes could realistically address the changing demographics in the U.S.? And can workers adapt to shifting labor markets caused by the global energy transition?
Thanks, Hank. I'm Tim Geithner. This policy volume brings to bear the best economic research in service of nonpartisan policy solutions that can better position the U.S. for a more uncertain world. The first section focuses on science and innovation funding. Although there is widespread support for public funding, there is less clarity, less agreement about the most productive ways to deploy it and the conditions in which it can be most effective. Authors Ufuk Aksagic and Sina Atis emphasize the integral link between competition and innovation and argue that policies such as openness to trade, immigration, and investment can help to strengthen innovation at less cost to taxpayers. The second section of this volume discusses America's demographic challenges. The US population is growing at the slowest pace in our history. Authors Melissa Carney and Philip Levine explore the causes and consequences of declining fertility for the economy, including lower economic growth and diminished fiscal capacity. Increasing immigration is one potential policy response to a shrinking workforce, as Tara Watson discusses in her chapter. Watson describes the economic costs and benefits of immigration and potential reforms to the US system. Next, John Sabelhaus discusses the impact of population aging on US government finances. He breaks down the aging and non-aging components of the current trajectory of public debt and the distributional choices that are made by rolling over the debt from one generation to the next. The last section of this volume discusses challenges facing US workers and firms. Gordon Hanson analyzes the impact of the green energy transition on the oil and gas workforce. He also highlights policies to support dislocated workers, drawing on lessons from the decline of the coal industry. Finally, Jeffrey Clemens and Stan Voiger discuss policy lessons from the unprecedented federal aid provided to state and local governments during the pandemic and outline new strategies for better allocating federal aid in the future. We are extremely grateful for the work that our authors put into creating this policy volume, and we hope you will have the chance to read it.